Problems based on clocks. Problems based on clocks, very important concept. We'll try to cover as much as possible. Listen carefully to all the students who are listening to me for the first time. When I am discussing a concept, right? Kindly do not comment when I am discussing a concept. After the concept is over, I will take up all your doubts, right? Now, problems based on clocks. First concept. First, listen carefully. A clock is in the form of a circle. Total angle in a circle is 360 degrees. By default, in a clock, there will be 12 hours. So, 12 hours is 360 degrees. 1 hour will be 30 degrees. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 60 minutes is 30 degrees. 1 minute is half degree. Please write down this. 12 hours it is 360 degrees. 1 hour it will go for an angular displacement of 30 degrees. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 60 minutes it is 30 degrees. 1 minute it is half degree. Very important concept. So 12 hours 360 degrees, 1 hour. Our hand will go in 1 hour 30 degrees. Our hand in 1 minute it will go half degree. Type 1. Type 1. Type 1. Type 1. In the problems related to clocks, in the type 1 problems, time period will be given. Time period will be given. Angle we need to find it out. Time period will be given. Angle we need to find it out. Time period will be given. Angle we need to find it out. Listen carefully. 3 to 4 problems I will solve. Then you can develop any question that comes into your mind. Right. Question. Find the angle between the two hands of a clock. Find the angle between the two hands of a clock for the following timings. Find the angle between the two hands of a clock for the following timings. Listen carefully, very important reasoning topic. Find the angle between the two hands of a clock for the following timings. First question. First one. 3:40 p.m. Listen carefully. 4 questions I will solve, then you will not get a single doubt in this topic. 3:40 p.m. Now if you see your watch, if it is present on your hand or if it is present on a wall, 3:40 p.m. the representation will be like this. Our hand will be at 3 o'clock. Minute hand will be at 8. This is 3:40. Few changes we have to do it. That we'll do it in the next step. So 3:40 looks very closer like this. These 3:40. Now if you observe 3 to 8. 3 to 8 there is a 5 hours gap. 12 hours is 360. 1 hour is 30 degrees. 12 hours is 360. 1 hour is 30 degrees. 5 hours it will become 150 degrees. 5 hours if it is, it will become 150 degrees. Now, when the minute hand reaches 8, our hand will tilt for 40 minutes. Our hand will tilt for 40 minutes. Just now we saw 1 hour 30 degrees. 60 minutes is 30 degrees. 1 minute it is half degree. 1 minute it is half degree. In 40 minutes it will move for 40 by 220. Out of 150, 20 already tilted. So the remaining angle will be 130 degrees. The remaining angle will be 130 degrees. Listen carefully, beta. I will start from the very basic and I will go to an imaginary clock concept also. I don't want any student who is watching my video to use any formulas. Formula will not work. If any student has got 130 degrees because of one stupid formula which is present in more books, you cannot solve the same question if it is an imaginary clock. Please listen carefully. It is 130 degrees. This is the first question. 4 to 5 questions so that you will understand reflex angle and non-reflex angle. Second one. This is the first one. Second question. Listen carefully. 1:20 p.m. Just listen. You will not get a single doubt in this topic. 1:20 p.m. Second question. Step number 1. 1:20 p.m. will be. Our hand will be at 1. Hour hand will be at 1 and minutes hand will be at 4. Hour hand will be at 1 and minutes hand is at 4. 1 to 4, there is a 3 hours difference. 1 hour is 30 degrees. 3 hours it will become 90 degrees. 3 hours it will become 90 degrees. When the minute hand reaches 4, our hand will not be at 1. Our hand will move for 20 minutes. 1 minute it is half degree. 20 minutes it is 10 degrees. Out of 90, 10 already moved. The remaining angle is 80 degrees. The remaining angle is 80 degrees. Now, please see question number A and question number B. Our hand is chasing minute hand. A viewer might get a doubt. What if minute hand is chasing an hour hand? That also we will discuss after we solve the basic questions. I hope it is clear, right? See it is 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. What is 6:30 p.m.? Try to solve it on your own. 6:30 p.m. will be, our hand will be at 6. Our hand will be at 6. Minutes hand will come and reach 6. When the minutes hand will reach 6, our hand will move for 30 minutes. 1 minute half degree. 30 minutes it is 30 by 2, 15 degrees. These three are very, very easy questions. These three are very, very easy questions. I hope it is clear, right? So it is 80 and the next one is 15 degrees. Now write down question number D and E. Just listen carefully to every question. You might get few doubts. I will discuss the doubts also in the upcoming problems. This is 6:30 p.m. Question number D. Question D. Question D. Now see here, beta. Question D. 10:10 p.m. Question E. 2:50 p.m. 10:10 p.m. and 2:50 p.m. Right. Step number 1. 10:10 p.m. Clock is in the form of a circle. 10:10 p.m. So our hand will be at 10. Minutes hand will be at 2. 10:10 p.m. Our hand 10, minutes hand 2. Right. Now if you see 10 to 2, how many hours difference? 4 hours difference. 1 hour it is 30 degrees. 4 hours it is total 120 degrees. 120 degrees. When the minute hand reaches 2, our hand will move for 10 minutes. 10 minutes it is half degree. So out of 125 moved, what is the remaining angle? 115 degrees. 115 degrees. See, if you are doing a mistake in the class itself, you need to understand where you are doing a mistake. The worst thing that can happen to a student is, a student knows how to solve a problem and still gets the incorrect answer. That is something which is a major worriment than not knowing how to solve a question. Our hand is at 10, minutes hand will be at 2. Total 4 hours difference. 1 hour 30 degrees. 1 hour 30 degrees, 4 hours 120 degrees. When the minute hand reaches 2, our hand will shift for 10 minutes, 1 minute half degree. So this will become, right, 120 minus 5. Now please put a star mark on 250. Put a star mark on 250. What is 250? 250 means 2 hours 50 minutes. That means our hand is at 2 o'clock. Our hand is at 2 o'clock and 50 means minutes hand is at 10 o'clock. Now see here, in this case our hand is chasing minutes hand. All the problems, question number A, question number B, question number C, question number D, our hand is chasing minutes hand. If I use the same process, our hand is chasing minutes hand. 2 to 10, 8 hours. 12 hours 360 degrees, 1 hour 30 degrees, 8 hours it will become 240 degrees. 8 hours it will become 240 degrees. When the minute hand reaches 10, our hand will shift for 50 minutes. Our hand will shift for 50 minutes. 1 minute it is half degree. So 50 by 2 is 25. Out of 240, 25 is moved. So the remaining angle is 215 degrees. 215 degrees. Remember carefully, beta. Remember this line carefully. If by default, if the question is find the angle between the two hands of a clock, by default it will be 0 to 180. If nothing is mentioned, the angle will be a non-reflex angle. If nothing is mentioned, the angle will be a non-reflex angle. If it is a reflex angle, it will be mentioned in the question. So this is 215 degrees. So but the question is find the angle. So I don't require this angle. I require this angle. Total angle in a circle is 360. 360 minus 215. Answer is 145 degrees. Again I am repeating this point. If the question is find the angle between the two hands of a clock, it will be a non-reflex angle, Shruti. Right? If it is mentioned in the question, it is a reflex angle, do 360 minus theta. Do 360 minus theta. So answer for this question is 145 degrees. If it is a reflex angle, answer will be 215 degrees. 215 degrees. Next, 4:45 p.m. I will discuss every possible concept, right? Till 7:30, whatever I could discuss, I will discuss it. 4:45 p.m. And the question is, find the reflex angle. Find the reflex angle between the hands of a clock. 4:45 p.m. Find the reflex angle. Whenever it is a reflex angle, answer should be greater than 180. Whenever it is a reflex angle, answer should be greater than 180. This is 4:45. 4:45 will be, our hand is at 4 and minutes hand is at 9. 4:45. So this is 4:45. Now see here, difference is 5 hours. 12 hours 360, 1 hour it is 30 degrees. So it is 5 hours, it is 150 degrees. Whenever the minute hand reaches 9, our hand will shift for 45 minutes. 45 minutes is 45 by 2, so 22.5. So the answer is 150 minus 22.5. So this will be 127.5. But the question is, I need a reflex angle. So reflex angle is nothing but 360 minus 127.5. 232.5. 232.5. Now these are reflex angle. This everybody can solve. Now what I'll do is, I will take it to the cat level. Right? These are very traditional, right? Think. Now let me take it to the next level. Note. Please write down a note. 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 Whenever I am discussing some key points, please kindly take a screenshot or take a picture if you are watching it in desktop or laptop. Note. Question is, there is an imaginary clock. There is an imaginary clock. There is an imaginary clock. Ordinary clock, there will be 12 hours. There is an imaginary clock of total angle 240 degrees. Okay, I'll do variety of questions. There is an imaginary clock. First one, the total angle in that imaginary clock is 240 degrees. If the total angle is 240 degrees, find the angle between the right two hands of a clock. Right, Rajesh, when I am discussing a concept, do not ask a doubt which you got. After the class is over, post your doubts. I cannot take personal doubts when I am discussing it, a different concept. I am telling it to Rajesh and also the future people. I am not here to clarify your doubts. I am here to explain from basic, intermediate and advanced level. Right? Now 3:40 p.m. Now see here. Total angle is 240 degrees. Total angle is 240 degrees. Initially we discussed total angle is 360. 12 hours is 360. Now the 12 hours is 240. 1 hour is 20 degrees. 1 hour is 20 degrees. There is no change. So 1 hour 60 minutes it is 20 degrees. 1 minute it is 1/3 degree. 1 minute it is 1/3 degree. What you do is, You assume that it is a circle with a total angle 240. Each angle is 20. 340. See here. This is 3 and this is 8. This is 340. Now, if you see how many hours difference is there, 5 hours difference is there. 1 hour 20 degrees, 5 hours it will become 100 degrees. When the minute hand reaches 8, our hand will shift for 40 minutes. Previously it is 1 by 2, now it is 1 by 3. So 100 minus 40 by 3, it is 260 by 3. Answer is 86.66 degrees. I hope it is clear. The beauty about this concept is, once you know it, if the total angle is changed from 360 to 240, still you can solve this question. Right? So 12 hours it is 240, 1 hour it is 20 degrees, 60 minutes 20 degrees, 1 minute 1/3 degree. 100 minus 40 by 3. Right? It is 260 by 3. Second question, write down. Second, write down. Deepika, I will repeat it by taking one more question, Betty. Okay? Deepika, I will take one more question. Right? B. 1:20 p.m. 1:20 p.m. Now see here. The total angle is 240 degrees. The total angle is 240 degrees. Deepika, for you, total angle is 240 degrees. Assume that it is a circle with a total angle 240 degrees. 120. So this is 1. 1 is our hand. 20 is 4. 4 is minutes hand. So total 3 hours difference. Total 3 hours difference. 12 hours. Right? 3 hours. 1 angle, 1 hour it is 20 degrees. 3 hours it is 60 degrees. Right? So when the minute hand reaches for 4, our hand will tilt for 20 minutes. 1 minute half, 1 minute how much it is? Right? It is 12 hours, it is 24 degrees. Right? 1 hour it is 20 degrees. So it is 20 by 3. 60 minus 20 by 3. 180 minus 20 by 3. 160 by 3. Right? Any student, if you think you are not understood it again, please put it in the live chat. I will repeat in case if you are not understood. Pranay Kumar Tirumala, go and crack a joke with your friends, not with the teacher. Right? 160 by 3. Next. See, another question. Another question. Right? Another one. Instead of 12 hours, there are 24 hours in a clock. There are 24 hours in a clock. Right? Now see here. What is the angle between the two hands of a clock for 2:30? Right? One more question. Same variety I am discussing, because you will not find imaginary clock concept. You will not find imaginary clock concept in any of the books. Right? Now see here. 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Listen carefully. Total angle in a circle is 360 degrees. 24 hours is 360 degrees. 1 hour is nothing but 360 by 24, 15 degrees. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 60 minutes is 15 degrees. 1 minute it is 1/4 degree. Only change the premise, you can solve any problem that is present in imaginary clock. 2:30 p.m. So this is nothing but our hand is 2 o'clock, minutes hand is 6 o'clock. 2:30, total difference is 4 hours. 1 hour 15 degrees, 4 hours it is 60 degrees. Whenever the minute hand reaches 6, our hand will move for 30 minutes. 1 minute it is 4 degree. So this is 30 by 4. So answer is 60 minus 30 by 4. 60 minus 30 by 4 is 7.5. Answer is 52.5. 52.5. Right? So whenever, only remember these premise. You don't need to remember. It comes very naturally to you. Total angle in a circle. clock is 360 degrees. By default it is 12 hours. 1 hour it is 30 degrees. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 60 minutes it is 30 degrees. 1 minute it is half degree. Let him give any question. He can change the total angle. He can change the number of hours. He can change the number of minutes per hour. Whatever the question that it is changed, change the value here. This is the basic premise. This is the basic premise. I hope it is clear. Right, beta beti, anybody got a doubt? You can ask. Any doubt in whatever this concept, type 1, right? Yes, definitely. Abhijit, just that's a very good doubt. Generally in all our books only it will be given between hours and minutes, but there will also be an angle between seconds and minutes. That we will see it after we discuss the next concept. Abhi, very good doubt you asked, right? Next. As of now, for the exam, it is only hour hand and minutes hand. But once you get into a post-graduation, MSc and other high-level mathematics, yes, minutes and second hand will also be given. Right? Next. Anything that is related to whatever I am teaching right now, whatever concept I am teaching, that only doubts I will clarify. Right? Other things I will get back to you when the time permits. Right? Next. Okay. Rohit Khanna, in a 24-hour clock, AM and PM create a difference. Definitely it will create a difference. The clock will be again same if the clock is running 12 hours late. Right? Imaginary clock is, you are assuming that all our clocks are on a circular shape with 12 hours. It is, what if there is a, right? What if there is a 24-hour clock which is like this, which is like this, which is like this, right? So it could be any question, sir. Generally we get carried away by R.S. Agarwal books and think that a clock only the question should be in circular shape. Okay, next. Type 2. Before we discuss type 2, not, right? Now see here, not. A clock is in the form of a circle. Total there are 60 divisions in a clock. Total there are 60 divisions in a clock. And total there are 12 hours by default. 1 hour is nothing but 5 divisions. 1 hour is nothing but 5 divisions. In 1 hour, our hand will travel 5 divisions. In 1 hour, our hand will travel 5 divisions. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Speed of our hand. 1 hour. 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes. 1 hour is nothing but 5 divisions. 1 hour is nothing but 5 divisions. So speed of our hand is 1 by 12 division per minute. 1 by 12 division per minute. Speed of minute hand. If I take the same time, 60 minutes. In every 1 hour, our hand will go to 5 divisions. If you see your watch, every 1 minute it will go to 1 division. Every 1 minute it will go to 1 division. So this is 60 divisions per 60 minutes. If you see our hand in 1 hour, it will go to 5 divisions. Minutes hand in every 1 minute it will go to 1 division. So 60 divisions per 60 minutes, it is 1 division per minute. 1 division per minute. Right? Now if you see here, our hand and minutes hand both are traveling in the same direction. Our hand and minutes hand both are traveling in the same direction. Our hand and minutes hand both are traveling in the same direction. If both of them travel in the same direction, relative speed is the difference, because one will take, if one is traveling 20 kilometers per hour, another is traveling 50 kilometers per hour, the second one will already travel the 20 kilometers which already first person traveled. That is the reason difference. Time equivalent to d by s1 minus s2. Total distance is 60. S1 minus S2. Difference is 1 minus 1 by 12. 1 minus 1 by 12 is into 12 by 11. So this answer is nothing but 720 by 11. Please take a screenshot in case if you are watching it on a system, or take an image if you are watching it on a laptop. Right. Sai, I will tell you in the next slide why it is S1 minus S2. If two bodies are traveling in the same direction and both are two different objects, there is no one supporting element. Relative speed means, right? So if it is right, if they are traveling in the same direction, it is S1 minus S2, which I will tell you. Sai, very good doubt, because you asked a very fundamental doubt. Sir, any student, if you put a doubt, I have a habit of calling the student's name so that the student will understand it. I believe in personalized attention, right? Now 720 by 11, 65 5 by 11 minutes. Please take a picture of this slide, sir. It's a very important thing, right? Again, I'm repeating, there are two hands. Abhi, you might again say, sir, what if minutes hand and seconds hand is there? That also we will discuss. Speed of our hand, 1 hour 60 minutes. 1 hour there are 5 divisions, which is 1 by 12 division per minute. Minutes hand, 1 minute, if I take 60 minutes, the same time, I want the same point of reference. If in every 1 minute it will go to 1 division. 60 divisions by 60 minutes is nothing but 1 division per minute. If both are traveling in the same direction, relative speed is subtraction. Why we will see in the next slide. Why we will see in the next slide. Very important point. Please write down. Please write down. Both the hour hand and minutes hand, both the hour hand and minutes hand, both the hour and minute hand, both the hour hand and minute hand will coincide after every 65 5 by 11 minutes. Listen carefully. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will coincide after every 65 5 by 11 minutes. So it is nothing but 60 minutes plus 5 by 11 minutes. So 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. So they will coincide after every 1 hour 5 by 11. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will coincide after every 1 hour 5 by 11. Very important concept. Hour hand and minutes hand will coincide after every 1 5 by 11 minutes. Now, Sai, you asked a doubt. Sir, why it is S1 minus S2? There are, for example, two trains traveling. S1 is traveling at 20 kilometers per hour. S2 is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour. Both are traveling in the same direction. So after 1 hour, S1 will travel 20 kilometers, S2 will travel 50 kilometers. Suppose if this is 20, this is 50, from here to here 50, here to here 50. So total 20 already travelled by me. What is remaining, Kanna? Remaining is nothing but 30. 30 is nothing but 50 minus 20. That is the reason if two people are travelling in the same direction, relative speed is given by S1 minus S2. S1 minus S2. Right? S1 minus S2. Sagar, I don't teach formula. Probably you are listening to my class for the first time. I don't teach formula. I teach logic. Right? 1 hour 20. I hope, Sai, it is clear. Next one. Right? Now, I hope it is clear. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will coincide after every 65 5 by 11 minutes. Very important point. Very important point. Right. Now, think logically. Next one. Note. I will write the important key point here. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will coincide after every 1 hour 5 by 11 minutes. This is the point. Now, by default, there are 12 hours in a clock. By default, there are 12 hours in a clock. If they coincide for every 1 hour, if they coincide for every 1 hour, in 12 hours they will coincide 12 times. If they coincide for 1 hour, but it is nothing but 1 hour 5 by 11. If it is for 1, 12 ones are, it is 12. If it is greater than 1 hour 5 by 11, that means they will not meet 12 times. I will give you the proof. They will meet 11 times. They will meet 11 times. Anil sir, why in 12 hours hour hand and minutes hand will not coincide 12 times? Why it will coincide 11 times? It is because of between 11 to 12. So after meeting, which I'll tell it again, 1 hour 5 by 11. If I take into 11, I'll tell you why am I taking 11. So it is 11. 11 5s are 55 minutes. Again 55 by 11 is again 5 minutes. 55 minutes plus 5 minutes is, it is 12 o'clock. Between 11 to 12, hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. Please make a note of this. I'll tell you again when I'm discussing next time. Between 11 to 12 o'clock, hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. So in every hour, 1 to 2 it will meet, 2 to 3 it will meet, 3 to 4 it will meet, 9 to 10 it will meet, 10 to 11 it will meet, 11 to 12 it will not meet. That is the reason in 12 hours, hour hand and minutes hand coincide for every 11 times. Please write down that point. Between 11 to 12 it will not meet. Between 11 to 12 it will not meet. Again I am repeating the same point. The same point. Instead of saying like this, I will give you a very different approach and I will tell that why it is 11 times. First write that point. Write that point. Those of you are not understanding it, I will again explain it through a different point. Write this point. Between 11 to 12, hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. First write this point. In 12 hours, both the hour hand, in 12 hours, both the hour hand and minutes hand will meet 11 times. I'll again prove it using a circular track concept. In 12 hours, both the hour hand and minutes hand will meet total 11 times. That means in 24 hours, 12 hours it is 11 times, 24 hours it is 22 times. 12 twos are 24, 11 twos are 22. If it is 48 hours, it will meet 44 times. Very, very important point. Both the hour hand and minutes hand, will meet 11 times in 12 hours. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will meet 11 times in 12 hours. In case if any student forgets this concept, no issues. I will tell you on another proof why it is 11 times. Both the hour hand and minutes hand will meet 11 times in 12 hours. Why? Because between 11 to 12, hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. Between 11 to 12, hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. Hour hand and minutes hand will not meet. I hope it is clear. Right. Proof. By using circular tracks. Why? Sahana, this is for you, ma. Circular tracks. By using circular tracks, it is very, very easy to understand why in 12 hours, hour hand and minutes hand will only meet 11 times. Listen carefully. First, I will take an example, then I will correlate. There is a circular track. The length of the circular track is 300 meters. The length of the circular track is 300 meters. Both are starting from the starting point, 20 meter per second. Next it is 50 meter per second. Next it is 50 meter per second. First one, time taken. Second key point is very important. If you understand second key point, you can solve any problems in clocks with hours hand, minutes hand and seconds hand also. Time taken to meet again. Time taken to meet again for the first time on the track. Time taken to meet again for the first time on that track. First time on the track. Just 1 minute, sir. I'll keep charging 1 minute. Time taken to meet again for the first time on the track. Now if you see 1 second, after 1 second, first person travelled 20 meters, second person travelled 50 meters. That means second one has taken a lead of 30 meters over the first one. Second one has taken a lead of 30 meters over the first one, right? But according to the question, I need 300 meters lead. That means they both will meet after 10 seconds. They both will meet after 10 seconds. If you do not understand the first one, meeting points, you cannot do it, right? So in 1 second, second person will travel 50 meters, first person will travel 20. So second person will take a 30 meters lead over the first one. 30 meters lead over the first one, but according to the question it is 300. Second one, put a star mark, sir. If second one, if you understand circular tracks, any problem, clocks is nothing but an extension of circular track. Second one, number of distinct meeting points. Number of distinct meeting points on the track. Second one, you need to understand it. Number of distinct meeting points on the track. Now listen carefully. Number of distinct meeting points on the track. Now listen. I'll solve it in a new thing. Circular track. Length of the circular track is 300. Both are starting. One is at 20 and another is at 50. Now see here. I will divide the track into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. This is 100 meters. This is also 100 meters. This is also 100 meters. This is also 100. 100, 100, 100. Now see. They will meet after 10 seconds. They will meet after 10 seconds. 1 second 20 meters. 10 seconds will be 200. 100, 100. A will be here. B. 1 second 50 meters. 10 seconds will be 500. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. This is the first meeting point. This is the first meeting point. Second meeting point. They will meet again after 10 seconds. 10 seconds means right from the beginning. 1 second 20 meters. 10 seconds will be 200. 100, 100. Second one will be 1 second 50. 10 seconds will be 500. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. This is the second meeting point. This is the second meeting point. From the second meeting point, again after 10 seconds they will meet. 10 seconds means 1 second 20. 10 seconds means 100, 200. A is here. B. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. This is the third meeting point. From A's point of view, A is 20 meter per second, B is 50 meter per second. From A's point of view, after every 200 meters, we will meet. 1 second 20, 10 seconds means 200. 100, 200. That means first and fifth are coinciding. Again 200, 100, 100. Right? So first, second, third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth, and this is seventh, this is eighth, like this. This is nothing but 1 plus 3k. This is nothing but 2 plus 3k. This is nothing but 3k. 1 plus 3k, 2 plus 3k, and 3k. That means in this question, how many distinct meeting points we got? How many distinct meeting points we got? 3. 3 is given by, listen carefully, number of distinct meeting points is given by S1 minus S2. If S1 is to S2, if this ratio is in its simplest form, if the ratio is in its simplest form and both are traveling in the same direction, both are traveling in the same direction, number of distinct meeting points, number of distinct meeting points, number of distinct meeting points is given by S1 minus S2. Please take an image of this slide. Number of distinct meeting points. If two people are traveling in the same direction is given by S1 minus S2. S1 is to S2 should be in the same direction. Number of distinct meeting points. Number of distinct meeting points. Right? Now, forget about these circular tracks. Take a clock. Both are same. Instead of A and B, first our hand is there. What is the speed of our hand? 1 by 12 division per minute. 1 by 12 division per minute. What is the next one? What is the speed of minute hand? 1 division per minute. 1 division per minute. Both are moving in the same direction. Both are moving in the same direction. If both are moving in the same direction, number of distinct meeting points is given by S1 minus S2. Both are in its simplest form. So this is 1 by 12 is to 1. So this is nothing but 1 is to 12. Both are moving in the same direction. So 12 minus 1 will be 11. That is the reason in 12 hours, both the hands of a clock will meet 11 times. This is another proof. That is the reason in clocks in 12 hours, both the hands of a clock will meet only 11 times in 12 hours. 24 hours it will be 22 times. 48 hours it will be 44 times. I hope the proof is very clear. One proof is between 11 to 12 it will not meet. Therefore, in 12 hours they will not meet from 11 to 12. So the answer will be 11 times. That is one way to look at it by using 1 hour 5 by 11. Another way to look at it is, right? Another way to look at it is by using circular track, right? By using circular track. 12 hours 11 times, 24 hours 22 times, 48 hours 44 times. I hope it is clear. Take down few examples. Very important. The maximum number of questions that can come in clock in any competitive examination using bank, stock selection commission or everything is maximum 2 questions will come and minimum 0 questions will come. So we will not leave out any chances. We will not leave any topic. Maybe if that question comes, we can get the score. The only language we understand is what is your score. If your score is not good, you will not clear the first round. If you do not clear the first round, your chances of making into your dream job or a dream school is out. Now, Abhishek Narayana, you are wrong. In 12 hours it is 11 times. In 24 hours it is 22 times. Answer is 22 times. Right? Now, Let us take few more questions, then we will do it. Note, please do not use formula based and solve the questions. You will fail miserably in your exams as the level of difficulty increases. SA is 30 meter per second. SB is 90 meter per second. First question. How many distinct meeting points will be there on the track? How many distinct meeting points will be there on the track if they are traveling in the same direction? If they are traveling in the same direction. If they are traveling in the same direction. SA is to SB, both are traveling in the same direction. So it is 30 is to 90. So it will be 1 is to 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Right? You can do anything. Anything you can do it. Prashant, I will discuss what if it is a separate direction. Let me complete all the models present in this question. Right? SA is 25 meter per second. SC is 15 meter per second. Both are traveling in the same direction. Both are traveling in the same direction. If both are traveling in the same direction, number of distinct meeting points is, what is SA is to SB? It is nothing but 15 is to 25, which is 3 is to 5. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Make the question. Make the question, right? Travel in the same direction. I will take only few questions in circular tracks because clock is an example of a circular track. Now, Abhijit, you asked a very good question. What if it is between minutes hand and seconds hand? Listen carefully. Speed of our hand 5 by 60, which is 1 by 12. Speed of minute hand, it is 1. 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds. So it is nothing but 60. Our hand, minutes hand and seconds hand. Speed of our hand is 1 by 12. Speed of minute hand is 1. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1 is to 60. All are moving in the same direction. All are moving in the same direction. So this will become 1 is to 12 is to 720. Now see here. 1 is to 12 is to 720. If they both are moving in the same direction. Minutes hand and our hand. 1 and 12 are moving in the same direction. So it is 11 times. This slide is a very important slide, sir. Our hand and minutes hand will coincide 11 times. If it is minutes hand and seconds hand, all these whatever I am saying you might not find in the regular books, sir. So if a minutes hand and seconds hand are traveling in the same direction, 12 is to 720, they are not in simplest form. Make them into simplest form. So it is 1 is to 60. If both are traveling in the same direction, 60 and 1. So answer is 59 times. Minutes hand and seconds hand will coincide 59 times. 59 times. Right? Next one. If it is our hand and seconds hand, 1 is to 720. 1 is to 720 is 719 times. 719 times. Our hand, only this will be there in textbook. These both will not be there. But if you know the concept, you can deduce even this concept. Our hand and minutes hand will coincide 11 times in 12 hours. Minutes hand and seconds hand will coincide 59 times in 12 hours. Hours hand and seconds hand will coincide 719 times in 12 hours. I hope this is clear to each one of you. Nirupama, we have not even solved two people in the opposite direction. You are asking what if more than two persons are there. Let me go step by step. Let me go. I cannot build a monument without arranging the bricks. Right?